Hey guys, welcome back to Mitza Creek Farm. In early spring, when I was planting tomatoes, I explained that I'm going to do half of my beds with wool pellets mixed in. Wool pellets are a slow release fertilizer. They hold on to moisture, so they act like a vermiculite or perlite, but they are decomposable and they are super good for the soil. They leave almost like little pockets of air because as the wool absorbs moisture, it kind of puffs up, and so then it gets soft. It gets a higher porosity. I believe that's how you would say it. And anyways, so I am here, right? We are just at the beginning of like tomato season. I'm picking a little bit here and there, not a ton yet, but every day I am picking a couple pints of tomatoes. So I thought I would show you, this is the perfect time to show you the difference in these plants. So these are my tomatoes. I have 6 beds plus 1 row here. And what I did is I planted the same tomatoes in these 3 beds as I did in these 3 beds. Did you just see that chipmunk run across there? Anyways, so I have these 3 beds are the same as these 3 beds. And if you look here at the height of these tomatoes, those guys back there are all the way up to the trusses. Now, that bed back there is different than that bed there because that is my bed of semi-indeterminate and indeterminate tomato, or my semi-indeterminate and determinate tomatoes. And so there's obviously going to be a huge difference in height between here and here. But there is one, and here is another, and this is the tallest of these beds here, and you can see how right back there how short they are, and here. And I kind of put myself in a pickle not thinking through this whole thing. I am finding that these beds here, which would be the south side of our high tunnel, actually require a lot less water than the ones on the north side. And because my drip system is all hooked up for all the beds to be on the same, like they're running across the short distance, so they go from this bed to this bed. I am actually not even able to use my drip system because I don't want to overwater these, so I am having to hand water them. So that really stinks, but I am really happy with how these tomatoes are. It just goes to show that those wool pellets are working really well, and I am so happy with them. So I promised you guys an update, and I felt like this is the perfect chance for you guys to see with your own eyes the difference in height from the beds using the wool pellets and not. I am so happy with them. We are going to get a ton more made up and continue selling on our website and at markets, and the proof just goes to show that those are great. So if you have a farmer in your area that is selling wool pellets, I definitely recommend you go check them out, buy a bag, do an experiment for yourself, or they are also available on our website if you're interested in purchasing any. The only concern I have is there are some bigger brands, I would assume, who might use wool that is not considered organic. I don't want to say considered organic because we're not considered organic. My concern is that there are people who might do some sort of treatment on their sheep to keep pests down, and that might carry over. So I'd recommend going with like small batch directly from the farmer, because then you know what their animals are being treated with, and where there's a couple big companies in the US who are making it, and they buy wool from people, and you kind of don't know what you're getting with that. So that's my only caution. It might not even be an issue, but just as an organic farmer, that is my concern. So that is it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.